Hi, I'm Anastasia, co-founder of TherACT. Thank you for joining us to move well on 7 days of mobility. Today is day 5, and we'll learn thread the needles and reachbacks. If you haven't already, please join our Facebook group, Movewell, to follow along in the videos. I hope so far you've gotten something out of it, and today we'll go deep into some rotation for the spine while incorporating some tools here for modification if you need it at home. So I'll go ahead and start by demonstrating reachbacks first. And I'll show you from the side here just so you can see the position. If you're comfortable to sit on your heels here, having your knees all the way bent, you'll come down onto your elbows like this. If this isn't comfortable, I'll show you some modifications in a second as I show you the movement. So from here, I'm going to put my left hand on my neck and I'm going to rotate my elbow up toward the sky while I watch my elbow with my eyes, so we can get some cervical rotation in there too. Since your spine goes all the way from the base of your skull down to your butt. So here's the movement again from the front. I'll go ahead and do the right side, just so I can even out a little bit. And then modifications for this. Let's say I don't like the pressure on my feet too much. You can roll up a towel or use a foam roller or a pillow and place it just under your feet here, which makes it a little bit more comfy. And then go ahead and do the movement here. If this still isn't comfortable and it has more to do with your knees, you can place a pillow and sit back, or even a couple pillows and sit back as well and come down to the ground here. Also, if your knees are uncomfortable, I definitely recommend putting something underneath your knees. This carpet is pretty cushy, so I don't really need one, but if I was on the bare ground, this tile here would hurt. My knees are pretty bony, so I definitely want something cushy. And then you can go down onto your elbows here. Nice and supported, moving nice and easy wherever your body lets you go. From here, I'll do a couple more if you want to follow along, if you're supported or not. And then I'm actually going to do a few more on the other side too to even out because I don't like being uneven. And I just move where my body lets me go, moving with my breath, not holding my breath at any one part of the movement, and just breathing easy. So if I need even more support and just getting down like that, hunched over, is really not a comfortable position, I definitely recommend raising the ground to you and stacking some pillows or a blanket and doing the movement from here. And you can even bring it up a little higher with the chair and do the movement from here. We're still keeping the lumbar locked by having our hips flexed here in this position. And if you want to think about this, this is almost a sitting position like in a desk. So say I was actually sitting in a chair and my legs were hanging down. I'm a little bit more locked if I lean forward onto my desk, and then you can do the movement sitting at your desk, almost upright. And even though I'm a little more open here, I still feel quite a bit of movement up top, though I do feel a little bit more in my lower lumbar. So this mimics a little bit more like thread the needle, which you can do modify it up top, but I'll show you that in a second. So for thread the needle, we're actually going to be all the way up on our hands and our knees. If this is uncomfortable for your wrists, you can make fists to come here, or you can come down onto your elbows as well and rotate one at a time, though you do get a little less movement that way. So if it's comfortable, I definitely encourage either open palm or fists here. And with open palm, if you are sensitive in your wrists, I definitely recommend placing pressure through all 5 fingers from the base to the tip, really pushing those fingers into the ground and spreading them nice and wide to support your wrists with the muscles of your hand. So for thread the needle, we're going to be in this tabletop position. And then I'll go ahead and face the camera so you can see the rotation here. And then from here, with my wrist stacked under my shoulder on both sides, and my knees stacked under my hips on both sides, I'm gonna reach underneath, threading the needle all the way under, and I'm gonna bring my shoulder and my head down to the ground. So you see my left elbow is bent here. And then I'm gonna reach all the way up, opening to the sky. So threading through and coming nice and open here. I get a little more rotation on one side versus the other for me. So I usually go a little further on that side. And you can probably tell in the video here that one side I get a little more than the other. For thread the needle, some of the modifications are the same. For your feet again, which I like this one, even though I don't necessarily need it, I like it. Again, raising the floor to you, or patting the knees, and then rotating, up and up. And then also, again, using a chair and just opening out in this seated position. Again, moving nice and easy, going where your body lets you go, and moving slow. Not like, sometimes I have people do this and they just want to like open up all the way, like, ah, and that we don't want to hurt anything or move too quickly. We want to really pay attention to what the body wants and what it needs. And sometimes when we move really fast, it's hard to get those same cues that you can get when you move slow. So if you need some of these modifications, go ahead and incorporate them and do a few on each side and see how it goes, incorporating this into your day. Thank you again for tuning in to our day 5 of our mobility. I hope you're moving well, and if you want to give any comments or have a question, go ahead and post it in our Facebook group, Movewell. Thank you.